Where is the Charlotte real estate market headed in 2025? We really don't know. It's kind of like flipping a coin. But today, guys, I'm going to bring you through the data directly from our MLS to show you where I think the market is headed in 2025, because I get this question often from many clients. And maybe that's you watching this video from across the country, maybe out of state, or even if you're here in Charlotte. Look, it's going to be a challenging year ahead. However, there are going to be opportunities for people looking to buy or sell. And today I'm going to break all of it down. But before we jump in, do not forget to like and subscribe so you can get notified when I produce videos just like this. Because again, you're probably here because you want to be educated on the real estate market. And I give you all that, guys, every single week. But let's dive in. Now, this data I'm about to share with you is for the city of Charlotte, single family homes only. Okay. And this shows you within the last 5 years. And the most important part here, right, is that right now the average sale price as of December, $622,000 in Charlotte, and that's up about 8.4%. Each one of these data points represents a 12-month rolling, so that just gives you an idea where we're at. But you can see the huge run-up we've had. Look at back in 2019, the day we were at 332 average sale price in the city of Charlotte. So, guys, look, I think looking into 2025, we're probably not going to see the rapid increases you see here on the screen. However, if we look back over the last, the max, look at this. Going back since 2004, this is the beginning of when it was started recording, average sale price was $213,000, and we just went on a rocket ship ride, and that started here around, I guess, 2018, 2019. And then, of course, the COVID boom, you can see this hockey stick. Now, for the median price, okay, we are at $443,000. Same type of pattern, right? Big hockey stick here coming out of COVID going up. But you can see the steep increase here. And looking back to 2004, we were at 157. So, again, I think the prices in Charlotte going into 2025 are going to be somewhere between a 3 and 5% gain. Here is why. I did a video on this. The affordability right now is being stretched enormously, okay? As that continues, which I think it will due to these rates, I don't believe the Fed is going to lower these rates down to 5.5% next year. I think they're going to stay somewhere between, 6.5 to 7. And right now we're even over 7 last time I checked. So I think the affordability is going to be stretched. Therefore, the prices, right, I don't think they're going to be able to increase as much as that we have seen for that reason, because there really isn't, as many as buyers, of course, that we've seen, and there's also a lot less sellers. And let me explain why. If we jump over quickly here to closed sales, okay, this shows you from 2014 all the way back when they started recording it in 2004. In December, we had 8,135 closings, okay? This was single-family homes in Charlotte. And if you look back, that was the lowest, okay, that it's been since December of 2008, okay, which we had 8,288. So it was about the same number of closings. Why is this very important? Well, if you remember 2008 and maybe have lived through it, I certainly lived through it. I can remember it was drastic. Guys, we are basically at the same number of closings as 2008. So there are not a lot of transactions happening right now. And this is because there is a lot of reasons why. Interest rates are high. You've got a monster lock-in effect happened across the country where many homeowners, whether they bought, sold, or refinanced, right, they got into a low-rate mortgage and they are in well below 7 and well below 6%, and they're electing not to sell or move. So that is why you're seeing a significant drop in closings in our area, which I think is going to prevent also the pricing to come down, because you need more sales, okay, more comps to push these prices down, and there's just not enough transactions or inventory to make that happen. Now, another interesting thing I wanted to share in this data, okay, is, of course, the month supply, right? How much inventory we currently have. So you may hear on the news that inventory is climbing, and that is true, okay? But you need to put it into perspective, okay? How much inventory is it really growing in the city of Charlotte? You can see on the screen, right? Right now we're at 1.9 months, but look at how low it has been, okay? You can see right now we are below 2 months, and that was well below anything, the average I think we've seen since 2004, or even since they started tracking this data in the MLS. But you can see we had a big run down here after 2008. But it's been slowly kind of, weeding off here as we approached, 2015, 16, 17, 18, right? But then, of course, once we hit COVID, it dropped significantly down below 1 month. And right now we're sitting at 1.9 months. So again, not enough inventory to really drive the prices down. And unfortunately, if you're a buyer, yes, inventory is coming up, but there still is not a lot of homes on the market. I'm hearing this from a lot of different people, even buyers that I'm working with, especially like on the Lake Norman area. It's pretty thin right now to find exactly what you want. But this is an interesting piece of data. Going into 2025, I expect the inventory to probably remain where it is below 2 months or maybe slightly above, unless we have a drastic decrease, of course, in the interest rates. Now, the last data point I wanted to share with you is the number of homes for sale, okay? Right now, according to this data for single-family homes, we're at 1,246 homes for sale. You can see the rundown that has happened, okay? This is a max 10-year chart again, and it shows you how drastic it's been coming down, okay? Now, why is this important? Well, kind of going back into the inventory story, people are not electing to sell their houses. They're just not. They're locked in, or they can't afford to move up. I'm hearing it from many people, and this is very true. Let's say you bought a house 4 or 5 years ago for $500,000, and now it's worth $750 or $850. The taxes went up. The insurance has gone up. Okay, all these costs are getting baked in along with the rates that are preventing people to say, well, it's not worth it for me to trade this house and to move up because of those extra costs that have come in from inflation. So that is another reason why you're seeing the number of homes that are very, very low right now in Charlotte. So here's my prediction. What does this mean if you're a buyer? What does this mean if you're a seller? Okay. If you're a buyer, okay, clearly we can see from the sale price perspective, and I hear this from people, I'm going to wait for prices to crash. Big no-no. We're not in Florida. We're not in Texas. Whatever you hear nationally on the news, you cannot paint that brush across the entire United States. I told all my clients this, real estate is hyper local, which means in Charlotte, we have a completely different dynamic that's happening versus other areas of the country. I can tell you prices will not crash here or drop anytime soon. We've got 117 people a day moving into Charlotte, okay? The demand continues to build. As soon as these rates begin to adjust down again, where affordability gets a little bit more eased, you're going to see a lot more buyers coming into the market, and we still don't have enough homes for all these people that are moving here. So if you are a buyer and it makes sense for you, okay, you're going to want to look in 2025, I think, to find yourself a home or a deal before these prices continue to run up. Because if you waited in the last 5 years, I can tell you, the median sale price went from, in 2019, from $270,000, it shot up to $443,000, which was a 46.3% increase. So if you waited, you kind of got your story here, and believe me, I think we're not going to see that kind of run up, but it's going to continue to rise. Now, what if I'm a seller? I will tell you this. If you are a seller, I will tell you to make sure your home is in good condition. The homes that are not selling right now, okay, are the ones that hadn't had any work done. Maybe there's a lot of wear and tear. Maybe the major systems aren't up to date, etc. Believe me when I say this. Buyers right now are not going to overpay for a home that needs a lot of work. Why? Because not only did the home prices go up, not only insurance and taxes go up, so did the trades. The cost to hire contractors to come in, maintenance people, etc., have gone through the roof. So people know this. They're not going to come in and pay top dollar for a house that then needs $100,000, $150,000 on top of that. So you got to keep that in mind when you price your home. Homes are still selling, okay? Homes will continue to sell until the end of time. Just the number of homes, right, has significantly come down. So what does this mean for you? There is less competition, but you got to really dial in that pricing. Otherwise, your home will sit on the market for an extended period of time, which, of course, you don't want, and it's going to be very frustrating. Now, I hope this information is valuable for you. If you're considering selling, my team and I would love to be a resource for you. And of course, buying the same as well. We'd love to be your guide to moving to Charlotte. If you'd like to talk to us, click the link below. You can set up a Zoom meeting with myself and my team, and we're more than happy to discuss. But I hope you found this information valuable. Again, guys, do not forget to like and subscribe. My name is Mitch. I'm a luxury real estate broker here in the Charlotte area. And until next week, I'll talk to you guys soon.